Perfect. What's going on, boys? Norm here. We're in the Flavor Lab, and what we are doing today, well, boys, we are doing bacon, mac, and cheese. Shit. Let's fucking go. All right, so what you're gonna need for this, obviously, I'm doing a big pot. I got guests coming over. You can half this recipe, easy peasy. I got a giant brick of regular marbled cheddar, and then I got brick of the extra old cheddar. I got into this a little bit to make something else the other day. That's fine. I want the taste of the old cheddar, but I'm gonna stretch it out and get the color of the marble just to give it a little bit of an orange color to it. We're gonna want, obviously, bacon. I got 2 packs. I just bought the cheap bacon. I don't want to go like anything too nice with this stuff. Usually, you can. It gets to be really expensive, especially if you go high-end cheese, high-end bacon, all that stuff. You're ending up making like a fucking $50 pot of mac and cheese. I'm hoping that I'm going to get all this done for about 20 bucks. We need butter, which I have already opened in plastic. Macaroni, flour, which I have in here, which I don't want to make a mess with, and I got some hickory sticks. Hickory sticks? The fuck? Well, what I'm gonna do with the hickory sticks is, you know, sometimes you have that breadcrumb over the top. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crush up hickory sticks and put that over the top instead. Now, there's only about 1/4 of a bag here because I'm a fucking animal and I couldn't help myself from eating all of them, and that's just life. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna get to cutting our bacon. So get that bacon open and out, and I'm gonna chop that up into small pieces, probably about hoping around 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just gonna get the chopping here, and then all we're gonna do is we're gonna do a fry on that. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm chopping it up into small pieces because we wanna get this evenly out throughout the mac and cheese so that every bite you get a little piece of bacon in it. All right, guys, so you can hear that bacon sizzling away. A couple things I forgot to mention. Milk, can't make mac and cheese without milk. You can do cream if you want. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. You don't have to. You want it more rich, you can do that. And then I'm gonna fucking amp this up with our Maritime Madness sweet chipotle seasoning. So it's gonna be bacon chipotle mac and cheese, gonna be fucking unreal. So forgot to mention these guys, but you're gonna need that. So I'm gonna finish this bacon up. It's gonna take another couple of minutes. I want it crispy. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discard the fat, but I'm gonna save a little tiny bit, and I'm gonna use that with my butter to make the roux so we can get a little bit extra bacon flavor. So little pro tip there, that's what I'm gonna do. So give that a shot. I'll be back in a couple minutes when I start to get the roux on. Now a roux, just so you know, just pretty much butter and flour, and all that does is that thickens our sauce. We make like basically a bechamel with it, and then we're gonna add the cheese into that afterwards. So I'm gonna go get the bacon done, then we're gonna start that roux. Perfect. All right, guys, so our bacon is all cooked. I got that off. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lop off a nice chunk of butter, probably about a stick. I'm gonna get that into the pan. I put in a little tiny bit of that bacon grease there. And then I'm going to just wait for the butter to melt on a fairly high heat, probably around 6. Then I'm gonna mix in the flour and get that to thicken. I'm gonna try to get the camera over there, but I don't know if she'll reach, so we'll see what happens. But let's get this started. I turned that down a little bit because it's a little too hot and I don't want the milk to fucking just curdle as soon as I put it in. So I'm probably gonna use about a 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of the flour. And as soon as that starts to form into a roux, I'm gonna hit it with that milk. Should probably make sure that's open, eh? Brand new. Who would've thought? All right, so that's what we're looking at there for our roux. Now I'm gonna hit it with that milk. Bring the heat up a little bit. And we're gonna wanna get that up to a nice temperature here. That's gonna start to boil and thicken up. So I'm gonna bring that up to about a 6. I added probably about 1 liter into this. Remember, we're making a big ass pot. All right, now while that comes up to boil, I'm gonna start grating our cheese. Now you can probably see, I got the KitchenAid ready to go. Guys, work fucking smarter, not harder. I ain't grating all this cheese. So I'm just gonna put it all through the KitchenAid. You buy that grater attachment, but live your best life. All right, I'm gonna go grate this. I'll be right back. Perfect. All right, boys, so we got our bechamel made. We got our cheese grated. So let's get that. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That is a lot. All right. So we're gonna have to get that incorporated here. So what I did is I mixed up that sauce. When it got up to boiling, I reduced it to a simmer. I had a friend stop by and I just simmered that for a little while. Now I'm just gonna get this here cheese incorporated. Get that stirred up. There we go. That's looking, oh my God, look at that. Holy Jesus. Then what we're gonna do, we are gonna hit it with our chipotle seasoning. A couple tablespoons, nothing too crazy. Add a little taste. All right. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna get that back on the heat. I'm gonna turn that to about 4, just enough to bring it up so that the cheese gets melty. I'm gonna get that bacon in. All right, guys, so while that comes up to temp, I did cook my noodles. I can't remember if I said that. So I'm just gonna put enough of this into one of these trays. All right, guys, it's go time with the cheese. Make sure I got 2 trays of it. Again, this is more than enough. I would probably do half of this on a normal day, but I got a squad coming over, so we're doing more. Let's go. All right, guys. So I crushed up the hickory sticks. I didn't want to dirty the food processor because I made enough fucking mess, as you can see. So I busted them up with the rolling pin, and I'm just gonna sprinkle the crumbs on top here. Actually, that's stupid, I'm gonna use my hand. All right, so now all we need to do is when people come over in an hour or 2, just put this in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes just to heat it back up. I'll show you guys what this looks like. The macaroni with the fucking hickory sticks and everything on it, the bacon, you can see all of it.
Perfect.